Okay, so this reading is going to be what the divine masculine has to say to the karmic. So, what does the divine masculine have to say to the karmic? Okay, yeah, let's do that. So, I always, pray before my readings and cleanse my energy. I'm just feeling the energy now. And I feel like this is more of the divine masculine is dealing with his karmic, but not the way the divine feminine thinks. So it's not the relationship that the divine masculine portrays to people. It's completely different. Yeah, they're putting up a front. So, but the divine masculine does have a message for the divine feminine. Oh, the divine masculine has a message for the divine feminine. He don't really got too much to say for the karmic. He more so wants to talk to the divine feminine. So let's see what the divine masculine has to say to the divine feminine, okay? I did a reading about this already for all signs, so I want you guys to check it out. I told myself, and I even told you guys in the reading, I do an extension. And when I went to go do the extension, I said, oh, no, I'm not going to do the extension. I'm going to do another reading. But the divine masculine still has more things he wants to say the divine feminine, which I kind of felt in the cards, even though I was going through them pretty swiftly. I felt like he still wanted to go more in detail on what he has to say to the divine feminine. I did all signs on my last reading, so go check it out. But for this particular reading, I guess the divine masculine has more to say. So I should have slowed down and really took the time to do that reading, because I went over all the signs within 7 to 10 minutes, which I thought would be enough for each sign, but no. Okay, so this is for the divine masculine who wants to speak to the divine feminine, okay? They want to speak to the divine feminine about something, so let's go ahead and see. What does the divine masculine have to say to the divine feminine? Because we thought that you said all that you had to say. So what does the divine masculine have to say to the divine feminine? What more does the divine masculine have to say to this divine feminine? Okay? So what more does the divine masculine have to say to this divine feminine? What more does the divine masculine... Okay, I'm just going to take the cards that were on top. They're on top of my hand, so I'm just going to go ahead and take them. The Chariot, the Strength. Somebody's up at night thinking about the situation. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Giving to another person, not an equal give and take, giving to someone else. The King of Pentacles. Okay. So what I'm getting from this reading, the masculine is up at night thinking about how he gave to someone else instead of giving to the divine feminine, who would have been literally his Ten of Pentacles, because this person was sent to the divine feminine. Ooh. So this is the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy, who had a divine feminine who was in the divine masculine energy. Okay? But this person had to find their inner strength after they gave to the wrong person. And this divine feminine was supposed to be this person's world, and it ended up in a completion. So it ended. So the divine feminine decided to walk away because the divine masculine had a lot of secrets going on. There was a lot of secrets here. Okay? The divine feminine actually felt like she had to defend herself in some way. The divine feminine felt like she had to defend herself. Some people, you saw he's facing this way. So some people this divine feminine knew about. But there's people behind. And you see he's not looking at the people behind. So the divine feminine, there was people that was doing stuff behind your back that you did not know of. You see that? So he looking this way. And they all spaced out, and he thinking that's it. The divine feminine, you just thought, oh, this is it? Okay, I can defend myself against them. You didn't see the people in the back that was still doing stuff behind your back, divine feminine. Including your divine masculine, okay? But the universe has something for the divine feminine. You were a gift to the divine masculine. Divine masculine didn't accept his gifts. So now the universe is going to give the divine feminine, okay? With the Ace of Cups. And this is reversed for the divine masculine, but it's upright for the divine feminine. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting from this. Okay, you got the Queen of Wands. And it's a burden upside down. So somebody ended the situation. There was a separation. And there was actually, at first it felt like a lot of burdens. The initial breakup. The initial breakup, the initial separation felt like it was a lot to deal with. And then, slowly but surely, weight was lifted off this divine feminine shoulder until they didn't have to deal with so much burdens, okay? But this person was sneaky. So if you thought this person was sneaky, yes, they're sneaky to you. They're sneaky to other people. Yes, they ran off. Yes, they done stuff behind people's back and left people in the cold numerous times, okay? Okay, so let me see. What does the divine masculine, you guys, this is the Knight of Swords, because I was about to say, what does the divine masculine have to say? So we're going to go ahead and shuffle and see what the divine masculine has to say, but I'm going to use these cards here. So what does the divine masculine have to say to the divine feminine? What does the divine masculine have to say to the divine feminine? What does the divine masculine have to say to the divine feminine? What does the divine masculine have to say to the divine feminine? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take these. And something's telling me take the cards that I have in this hand right here and then look at what's right here. Okay, that's just what something's telling me. So I talk to you telepathically. So if you're wondering if this divine masculine tries to find ways to communicate with you, this could be telepathically is what I'm getting. Okay, so if you're ever wondering, yes, that is them. They're ex. So this could be your ex who talks to you telepathically. Okay. So you guys aren't together anymore. It's some type of a form of separation. I've learned my lesson. So divine feminine, you're thinking in your head, I've learned my lesson with this person. Yes, I love them. Yes, they meant something to me, but I've learned my lesson with them. And this divine masculine is like, yo, divine feminine, I've learned my lesson. I've learned it. That's why they're both thinking. Look, they both are in thought. They're both thinking about how they learned the lesson. So this was definitely a lesson learned for the both of you. I will meet you halfway. So he's learned that he gonna have to meet you halfway. Okay, that's another thing he learned in this process, that you're not accepting no half-ass no more. You accepted him half doing, half stepping throughout the time you guys tried to build. He knows that he has to come correct, okay? And he's willing to meet you halfway this time. He also wants more children. So he can possibly want more children with you. You guys have children together. Some of you guys don't. So I'm hearing most of you guys don't have children together, okay? A slight percentage does, but the majority of you guys don't have children together. And they want more children. They have children with other people. They want children with you. He says, I'm coming back to talk to you. Some form of communication is what the Divine Masculine wants. He's like, say something. You haven't been answering his calls. You haven't really been energetically given to him like you normally do. You normally think about him, see what he's doing, checking up on him. But now you do, but it's different. You're not so emotionally involved, okay? You're not head over heels. You trying to figure out what's your next move, what you going to do, what's going on with this situation, but not in the way like you was before. Did the karmic tell you? So he's trying to figure out why you not treating him like you was before, why you're not giving him that much energy. He's trying to figure out the karmic gave you information about what he been doing while he been away from you. I realized that it wasn't you, it was me. So the Divine Masculine wants to let you know that it was him. This whole time it was him. It wasn't you, Divine Feminine. He knows that it was his fault. He says, pay attention to the movie Get Out. Pay attention to that movie. Watch it again. And don't think of it, y'all. Do not think, oh, black and white. That's a black. Racism and gender roles is a way to keep us separated, period. So don't think about that. Don't think about, oh, white, black. Don't think about, oh, skin color. Don't think about, oh, man, woman. Stop thinking about that. Don't think about that at all. Watch it again without thinking about that. Without thinking about color and gender, watch it again. Of course, there's mom, dad, and grandpa. Of course, those are the titles. I call them titles, not gender. I call them titles. So those are titles. But I want you guys to check it out. The dynamic with the people who are trying to take their soul, pretty much. Look how cunning and deceiving they were. Had a whole party planned, everything. Everybody was in on it. Except for the person. So everybody knew Divine Feminine, how this Divine Masculine was. Except for you. That's why he's like, how did you know Divine Feminine? The Divine Masculine really wants to know that. Because this is the only card that really didn't come out on the last reading with all the signs. But he wants to really know, how did you know about all this? How did you know that this was going on, Divine Feminine? He said, I purposely didn't have you meet my friends and family. So he trying to figure out, Divine Feminine, how do you know about this? Because he kept you away from people. He kept you away from his family. He kept you away from his friends. He kept you away from people who knew his real lifestyle. So Divine Masculine really want to know how you know all this. He like, did she listen to somebody? Did she use her intuition? You know, did her guardian angels tell her? Did her spirit guides tell her? Like, did she finally find who she is? Did she find a man? Like, did she find a man? Ooh, and her man put her up on game? How did she know what I was doing? He is trying to figure out, he's going to psychics. He's trying to figure out, how does she know so much about me? And then some things that you have said to him, Divine Feminine, he's trying to figure out how you even knew that stuff. So now he's like, wow, she's more intuitive. He's starting to figure out, you are the high priestess, Divine Feminine. He's starting to realize that if he hadn't before, from some of the stuff you said, he's piecing it all together now. Now that he realized he messed up big time. This is what your Divine Masculine is doing. Okay? Let me just get a couple more cards for the Divine Masculine. So we already know this Divine Feminine already knows what you've been doing. She ain't gonna tell you how. She know what you've been doing, but she knows the Divine Masculine, all the stuff he been doing. And it don't matter how she know. It's what you actually been doing. So why does the Divine Masculine care so much? on how the divine feminine got her information. Why does the divine masculine care? Do you see how that flipped over, y'all? We're going to take it. Because he noticed divine feminine building. Divine feminine building up her money. Divine feminine building up her career. Divine feminine building up her pinnacles. Divine feminine building up her life. Divine feminine working on herself. Divine feminine is looking good. The divine feminine is focusing on her. So he wants to know how you know this information, because he notices that you are not working on you instead of focusing on him. You ain't checking for what he doing. You checking for what you doing and how you gonna move based off of how he moved. You get what I'm saying? Because there was betrayal. And he's like, how did she know I betrayed her like I did? Because normally when I betray her, she's sad, she heartbroken. Look, she laying on the floor. So there was times that you didn't want to get up. He's like, man, I'm dealing with so much. I just want to lay here. Fuck it. This is how the divine feminine, he had the divine feminine feeling. So if the divine feminine was feeling like this, she wasn't going to be building her pinnacles. If you feeling like this, you ain't going to be in the mood to build. You see, this is opposite. This is like yin and yang, complete opposite. So he's kept you in this betrayal situation. He kept you in this situation. So now he's trying to figure out how you get here. How did this divine feminine get here to build her pinnacles? How was she able to build the pinnacles if she was in so much betrayal? Because if she really knew, she would be in this energy and not in this energy. Okay? So divine masculine is like, yo, I can tell from her energy that she's not messing with me, that she's building, that, you know, she's calm about the situation because she is the star. She's connected with the universe. She gives herself that equal give and take. She gives the universe that equal give and take. She pours out into the universe and gets back. She pours into the universe and gets in, how can I say? She pours into the universe and into the universe is within her. So she's pouring into herself when she pours into the universe. And that's what she's been doing. That's what the divine feminine has been doing. And that's why she has this self-love. That's why she's able to build her pinnacles. Because she is now connected with the universe. She's not connected with herself. She is not connected with within. She has walked away from the situation guided by the sun with all the elements there. Okay, we have the sun here, we have the water, we have the earth, and then I'll just say that red represents the fire and that person, the drive to leave and walk away from what they felt was cups. They're walking away from that. Guided by the universe. Look how the sun's there. The sun and the moon behind it. So this person is divine feminine. You were guided out of this situation because you are the star and you connect with the universe. So you left this situation. Okay? And the divine masculine can feel that energy of you leaving the situation. Okay? So with all that being said, okay, keep shuffling the cards. There's more to say. Divine masculine got a lot to say. Before, he didn't have much to say to the divine feminine. He was giving all his attention and energy to the karmic. And now he has a lot to say. The Page of Cups come up again. Remember, you guys, I had the Page of Cups before. It comes up. It was at the bottom of the deck. It comes at the bottom of the deck again. The Page of Cups. But then there's a death. So there needs to be an ending if there hasn't been already. But I feel like it was already really an ending. There was already really a death to the situation. Okay? Because this person kept you blinded. This person kept you in the cold. This person, kept you in the middle. You see how there's water there and then there's land there with the swords. This person kept you in the middle, kept you in the crossroads of your own destiny. Okay? Kept you in the crossroads. Because look at this. There's like these little houses up there on this mountain. This person kept you far away from your destiny and in the crossroads and where people are betraying you and where you felt like you're in this entrapment, this mental prison. That's why there's been really an end to this. But you have to actually put it in emotionally, energetically. But these people, look, there's already death to these people. There's already but there's a new life ready to begin and form. Okay? So there is a cleansing that is needed, because as you see, I see water behind here. I see a lot of water. So there will be a cleansing that is needed because of this death situation. Okay? Because of this betrayal. And then you will get your wish for fulfillment. You will get your wish fulfillment. You will get your 10 of cups. Ooh. You will get your 10 of pentacles. Okay? But it is something that you're going to have to choose, that you are not going to give this to everyone. You're not going to share with everyone. Okay? You're a very giving spirit. You like to give. You like to share your abundance. You like to share your wealth. This is for you. What you are receiving, Divine Feminine, is for you. Yes, it's your free will of what you do. Yes, it's your choice on who you want to share and give it to. But the universe is giving it to you for a reason. They are taking people out of your life. They are removing these people out of your life so they can give you something. And yes, you have to defend your name. You have to defend your character. You have to defend what's yours. But it is yours. And these people do want it. And you really have to defend yourself on the low anyway. Whether this is spiritually or defend yourself, your name, your character, you've been always having to defend it in some way, shape, or form. Other people would talk about you. Okay, I know this is a celebration card, but I'm getting the energy that people, when they did celebrate and come together, they would be talking about you, Divine Feminine. You would be what they would be discussing. And this is not just in a love relationship. This is with family and friends. They would talk about you. You will be on everybody's mind, Divine Feminine. So the Divine Masculine wants to let you know you've always been the talk of the town. Everybody's always had the Divine Feminine name in their mouth. Good, bad, or indifferent. They feel the need to speak on what Divine Feminine be doing. And Divine Feminine be minding her business, because Divine Feminine ain't there. She ain't partying amongst them. So they ain't her friends. They ain't her people. Divine Feminine is not there in this situation. Not with these people. Not in this situation. Divine Feminine is not there. So that's what the Divine Masculine has to tell you guys. That he's been talking about you guys a lot. He's been regretting what's been going on. He knows that it's his fault why everything's been happening. He puts the blame on him, but he also wants you to communicate with him more. He wants you to say something. He wants you to fix the situation, even though it's his fault. He wants you to fix it. Look, as the card said right here, say something. It's my fault, and I'm coming back to you. He wants you to fix the situation. He's coming back, but he wants you to fix it. He said he learned his lesson, but he still wants you to fix it, Divine Feminine. This is what and he wants children. So he doesn't have a solution to fix the situation, but he wants children with you, Divine Feminine. So this is what your Divine Masculine has to say to you tonight. Okay? He didn't finish telling you that, hey, yes, he did make a mistake. Yes, he messed up. But he wants you, Divine Feminine. He wants you to fix this situation. He knows what he did. He knows he backstabbed you and betrayed you multiple times. And he just wants another chance. Okay, one more time. Divine Masculine, you got a lot to say, bruh. You had your chance. I can't look you in your eyes. Divine Masculine. Now Divine Masculine can look you in your eyes, because all the stuff Divine Masculine did, he can't look you in his eyes because of what he did. Because she heard the voicemails. So he allowed her to listen to the voicemails that y'all had in private conversation. So she heard some of the voicemails that you sent over his phone. Yep, she listens to our convos. She listens to the conversation. Okay, this is even on the three-way conversation. She made sure she was either there when he talked to you, or she was in some way or shape or form able to hear. And that their person that they're with now, they don't please them sexually like you do. And he wants to know who's that person he's seen you with. He must have seen you out and about somewhere. You was with a male person. He wants to know, Divine Feminine, who was that person you was with? Who was that? He was trying to figure out. He says, let's have kids. He feels like the kids and having more children will fix the situation. But he says, I don't trust her more than I trust you. So whoever he's with right now, he doesn't trust this person. Everybody think we good. So everybody thinks them and the Karmic is in a good situation. Everybody thinks that they in love, they good, but they're just fronting for people. He's saying that this ain't true, this ain't the truth. We front, we putting on the front. But you deserve better than everything that you've been through. You deserve better than what the divine masculine has been giving you. You deserve better than being in these third parties. You deserve better than having to deal with the karmic. You deserve better than people talking about you behind your back. You deserve better than him being sneaky. You deserve better than him having you carry all these burdens. You deserve better than that. And it's saying that you did walk away. So you walked away from the situation with the universe. The universe guided you out of this. Because the universe wanted something better, because you do deserve something better. Even your divine masculine knows. So that's what your divine masculine has to say, that you deserve better, divine feminine, and that it's his fault. Look, I'm stuttering. Look, he trying to get it out. Look. He finally ready to apologize and say that it was his fault. He blamed you the whole entire time. He is finally admitting that it was his fault, divine feminine. So if you like this reading, please subscribe, share, like, comment, y'all. I'm going to start putting out more readings, but the divine masculine and the karmic love interrupted my reading so they can say what they need to say. So we're going to give them that opportunity like we did tonight. So go ahead and check out my readings, my other reading I just did for all the signs, because the divine masculine has something to say. And so I just let him, talk to the divine feminines in each sign. So go check that out. It's one of my earlier readings. I'm going to start putting the link in my bio, in the description box. I'll probably try to do that tonight. But go ahead and subscribe, you guys. Like, share. All right, thank you.